Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to another episode of that Lumii podcast. Hi, guys, how are you doing? How have you been? How was the month of August? Hope you're fine. So let's quickly do a monthly check-in. How was the month of August for you? What lessons have you learned, or what are you learning this season of your life? For me, I've learned quite a number of things. August was that month. Oh my god. I had a lot of experiences in the month of August. Oh Jesus. But then I'm not going to go too deep into it because this episode is supposed to be short and straight to the point, because there is a situation on ground that requires your input, that requires your feedback. So just make sure you stick around till the end, and I promise you it's not going to be too long, okay? Alright, so straight into lessons I've learned in this season. One thing that stands out for me is the fact that I should always let opportunity meet me ready. Yes, I should let opportunity meet me ready. I know that we can't be fully ready, but if you are inclined to a passion, a purpose, or a field or an interest, right, just make sure that you position yourself rightly. Now, let me give you the gist. Short, quick gist. I had an experience this month, and just out of the blues, I would never have thought that would have come up, right? I had an opportunity, just came up, right? And trust me, I never saw it coming. It was not something I saw coming. So it came up, and first I had cold feet. I was like, okay. But shout out to my friends. They encouraged me without even telling them anything. Shout out to Christianity, shout out to Peace, shout out to Linky. They were like, go Lumii. I'm like, okay guys, I'm going to give it a try. So yeah, I sat down with it, I prepared, and I recorded. It was a voiceover gig, and I did it. And it was so satisfying. I can't tell the joy I had. It was a success. It was so satisfying because I was so proud of myself. I think I was so proud of myself for doing that than even, whatever the result was going to be like. But I was so proud and happy. I was playing it over and over again. And I think my mom heard it in the room, and she was like, is that you? I said, yes. And she was like, you are good though, this girl. I'm like, yes, mommy. So this experience has made me build a mindset around the fact that I should always let opportunity meet me ready. I should always position myself rightly. All right. Another key lesson I learned this season, or I'm still learning, this is of my life, is to stay true to the ones I love and care for. Basically, to be intentional about my relationships, guys. Truthfully and honestly, everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. We are growing. We are trying to build ourselves. Also, people are going through things that they are not able to share. People are really having it rough, and they are just, putting smile on their faces and just busting it, right? So the least you can do is to give them grace and love. Honestly, this is our first time living. We have not lived before. Or have you lived before? Side eye. This is our first time living. No one has lived before. This is our first and last time, right? So there is no manual to these things. People are just trying to navigate life, right? So I just come to realize that I know before. I've always known, right? But I think I've gotten to that point in my life where I have to intentionally give people grace and extend love massively to the ones that are dear to my heart, right? And even everybody generally, just be kind, right? So my very good friend put a call through this month, sometime in the month, and we talk, right? We chat, but we've not really had like this proper check-in. And then she just called out. I'm like, okay, what do you have to say? And she just called as she was asking questions, and we're talking, and I think it really made my month. It was one of the things that made my month, because I've not had that conversation in a long time with her. So it was just a lot, and I was so happy, really, really happy. And from that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm going to really be intentional about my relationship with people. I'm going to take it really serious. I've always taken it serious, right? But just be really intentional and give people grace, all right? No, you did not check up on me. I don't even do that, really. I don't like people that do that. Let's just drop it here before I go into deep before I start fighting with someone here on my podcast. But yeah, let's close that chapter and go into the business of today. So like I said earlier, there is a situation that requires your feedback, requires your comments and your opinions, because oh my god. But before I go into that, let me just announce now that Life with Lumii podcast is starting a new segment next episode. Hey, this is the part where we do drum rolls. Yes, we're starting a new segment, and that is going to be an offshoot of this episode. Okay, so this is the part where I say coming soon, anticipate. Let me just get serious. Okay, so the situation on ground is between two ladies in their mid-20s. Happened really recently, and it's a true life story, so this is not fiction. Okay. So they are besties, or do I say ex-besties? So for whatever reason, we're going to call them Lady A and Lady B. So summer had just ended, and during this summer period, we had churches organize youth camp, teenager camp programs and all of that. Some 3 days. I don't know, because I didn't attend any, but yeah, I know I was seeing flyers and all of that. So yeah, remember that Lady A and Lady B are besties. You know what besties are? Let's say they've been friends since college, secondary school days or something like that. So you imagine your tight friend, your timo, your ride or die, that kind of thing. So yeah, for some reason Lady A could attend the camp program, but Lady B couldn't, right? So going about the camp program, it was impactful, it was full of the Spirit of God. And it was really good, really, really good. So on one of the programs during the camp meeting, Lady A, who was at the campground or the camp meeting, met with Christ. She got convicted, she was broken, and she surrendered her life to Christ, right? She became convinced that she's ready to walk the journey of faith, right? Which is very beautiful. Welcome to the family. So yeah, so she got on the phone calling Lady B, a bestie, saying that, you know what, I am not doing this friendship thing with you anymore. I am done with this friendship. I'm done with this relationship. I've given my life to Christ. You are a sinner. I don't want to have anything to do with you, because you are not on the same level as I am. All things are passed away. I'm cutting you off now and forever. That's what she told Lady B. And Lady B, so confused and stunned, was left speechless for the longest time in her life. And she couldn't put her words together, and she was tearing up really, really bad. I think she got off the phone. So yeah, when she could articulate her words, she came back to tell Lady A, what do you mean you're cutting ties with me and I am now a sinner because you gave your life to Christ on camp? That's very mean of you. That's very hurtful, and she was lashing out and all of that. But Lady A remained on ease, like, bro, I've said mine. Start your life. Get on with your life. Erase me from your history. I am not doing. You're a sinner. Do you know what I've been doing? Do you know our lifestyle? Do you know how crazy we have been living? So yes, this is the final thing. I am not doing friendship with you. Besties, though, by force. Please face your life. Let me face my Jesus. Glory. So yes, that's the situation on ground, and I have questions. I really have questions, and this is where you come in, because I'm going to need you to please send in your feedback, your comments, your opinions to me regarding this not so good situation between besties. All right, so now the first question is, do you think Lady A did well or handled the situation well? Lady A is the lady that went to the camp and gave her life to Christ and cut ties with Lady B, a bestie. All right, so do you think she handled it well? Also, would you do the same if you were in her shoes? That is, if you were in Lady A's shoes, would you do the same? Or how would you handle it, right? And lastly, what do you now advise Lady B to do? Because, it's really not easy to cut ties with your friends, like, for years. Let's say 7 to 8 years. But yeah, you're going through heartbreak, right? So yeah, what would you advise Lady B to do? So this is the part where I remind you to please send in your feedback, your comments. You can leave a comment on Spotify, you can leave a comment on YouTube, you can leave a comment anywhere. Our mails are open, our DMs are open at Life with Lumii Pod on Instagram. You can also send your comments and your feedbacks on Facebook at Life with Lumii Podcast. We're on TikTok as well. You can send a DM or preferably just send a mail to lifewithlumii@gmail.com, and I'll be so glad to receive your responses. If you like me to keep you anonymous, trust me to do that. Just let me know. Also, if you like me to spell out your name in capital letters, trust me to deliver. All right, I'm looking forward to reading your responses, and I'm going to share my opinion as well in the next episode. And remember that we're starting a new segment, and you should be part of the first people to listen to it. And with that, beautiful people, we have come to the end of today's exciting episode. I hope you enjoyed listening like I did. Once again, I'll be looking forward to receiving your responses by force, by fire. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for listening. I am Oluwapelumi Adeyemi, but you can call me Lumii, and I'm the host of this space where life gets better just by hearing my voice. Until next time, stay awesome and keep leveling up. Goodbye.